when you think about what is Tom Alamo doing, what's the why, what's the impact, what are you trying to move towards?
Yeah, I mean, for me, in a sentence, it's working to positively impact salespeople every day. And if we unpack that, let's go back to what I was saying before about, when I found To Think and Grow Rich, I'm partying all the time. I got dumped around the same period. I'm living a complacent kind of lifestyle at that point. And I'm thinking there's got to be more to this. And I'm kind of bummed out by it. And finding that book, To Think and Grow Rich, and then starting down the sales path and starting down the personal development path. When I look back, that was 7.5 years ago. Like, I'm not like the person today is completely different in a lot of ways than that person in 2015. Like, the career of sales it can help you financially for sure, but it's helped me with my skill set. It's helped me be more confident. It's helped me like relate to people and gain a lot more emotional intelligence. I'm an introvert by nature. And so it's gotten me out of my shell, out of my comfort zone on a lot of different levels. And I know a lot of people that have come from much tougher circumstances than me that have gotten into sales, and it's helped them to pay down their debt. It's helped them to put their kid through school. It's helped them, buy their dream home. It's helped them, whatever it is, get to the next step of have their kids be proud of them. Like, it can really change your life because what you get out is what you put in is what you get out, unlike almost any other career. And I'm really proud to be a salesperson. And so I know there are thousands and thousands of people where I was, 2015 that think there's something more, that want that, but aren't quite sure what it is. They're not quite sure how to get there. They maybe just have this little tingling in their gut that's like, man, I'm meant for something more. I want to get there, and I want to find those people, and I want to help them. And so, sure, let's help you book more meetings and close more deals for sure. But like, let's also work on the mental health, so you don't get burnt out. Let's try to figure out your inner purpose so that you wake up and you're jumping out of bed with excitement in the morning. Like, let's, make sure you're eating right and sleeping right. And let's find you a community of people that all are supporting you and are like-minded. And like, these are the foundations, in my opinion, of a happy life, of a successful life. It's not just the money or the, being the rep of the year. And, I'm really passionate about helping, people, at that point in their career, find all those different levels of success and fulfillment. I'll never forget the thing that got me started on the content train. There's a sales leader. His name's Ralph Barcy. He was at ServiceNow. Nowadays, he runs inside sales at Trey. He was speaking at a conference. It felt like he was speaking directly to me. And he said, if you want to be valuable in your career, you need to add value to the marketplace. And so as you're learning, you should be sharing. You should be, whether it's on social media, a blog, a podcast, that is something that, is going to make you more valuable in the future. And so I stuck to that. And so the first step I took was, me and one of my best friends, we were living together in San Francisco. He was a sales rep at Salesforce at the time. And we decided to do the podcast. And the first episode, we interviewed my boss. The second episode, we interviewed his boss. And I remember we interviewed my boss, the previously mentioned Rich Stone. We brought a 6-pack of beer to his apartment, 3 mics. We talk about sales for an hour. It was awesome. The audio quality is terrible, but the content was good. And we sat on that episode for probably 2 months. Every day we'd be like, should we hit publish? Should we hit publish? And we were so scared. I was certainly scared of what people were going to think. And here's the thing. When we hit publish, what we feared actually did come true. Like, first of all, we didn't get very many listens. Second of all, we did get a little bit heckled I got heckled by people I work with that were like, dude, what are you doing? Like, just like, what, like, you're a salesperson. You don't need to be creating content, this, that, and the other. The CMO at my company told me salespeople should never create content. Stop doing that. So wow. I'll never forget that either. But then like slowly over time, we started to grow listeners, and then slowly over time, my blog started to get read by more people. And over time, I would get some more followers. But when I say over time, it for the podcast, maybe it was months. On social media, it was years. Like, I was posting daily on Instagram for like 2 years and like didn't grow a following at all. And I didn't do it the right way. And so I think it is an important reality to speak to that. Hey, if you have something that you want to speak about, and you want to share your story on social media or wherever it may be, that's great. And you might have the best post ever, and it might get 2 likes the first time. And that's okay. That's normal. People aren't used to you sharing that, right? And it just is one of those snowball things that over time, people start knowing you as that person, and then they start sharing it with their friends. And then all of a sudden, it might take you months. It might take you years. For me, it took years to finally like get that real brand built up where people are consistently following along and getting value from what you're saying. But those early times are where you're really kind of like building your identity. You're trying things out. You're learning what works, finding your own voice. And then it all kind of leads to wherever you want to get to. So it's been a little bit of a long path. Like it's been 6 years at this point, 300 plus podcasts, hundreds of blogs, thousands of social media posts. And, each one hopefully gets me like a little bit better, a little bit closer to where I want to get to.